Okay, so on your first stripe, there's a couple of things that we do. Number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 that are a little different, right? Number 1, know how to bow. And then in Japanese, it says rei and masubidachi. So, masubidachi is your feet are together, your hands are to the side, and your feet, your heels are touching, and your feet aren't. So your feet look like a V. This is known as masubidachi. So when you're relaxed, and we say, okay, ready, and shobani, hey, or bow to the front, or bow to the sensei, or bow to your partner, masubidachi, rei. Rei really means respect, at least the kanji that's typically used, but a way to show respect is by bowing. Now you would typically keep your eyes lower because you're humbling yourself before the other person. So you're not like looking up, you're not coming way down either, just nice and easy, all right? So from a side angle, this is how we bow. Then we come back up, and then we go back into our shizentai, relaxed stance, or ready position, however you want to call it in English. Your next one. Oh, we kind of just described that. Know how to do your ready position, which is literally this. So a lot of times I'll tell students, okay, get in your ready position, or yoi. That's like the command. This is what they're expected to do. Hands down in front of them, just like this. Eyes forward, nice and relaxed. Okay, know how to tie your belt. That will be a whole separate video. Know how to count 1 through 10 in Japanese. I'm not super strict on this one, but it is nice that the students begin to learn the terminology. So, if we're pronouncing it the way that my instructor would pronounce it, or if you're doing it like with the slang, so Japanese is probably one of the fastest languages in the world, if not the fastest language in the world. So with that being said, if a word ends with the letter I sound, that letter I sound is typically cut off at the end. So technically, if you say the word 1 or the number 1, it's technically pronounced ichi, like an ichi sound. But if you're just saying it normal speed and you're just talking normal, that E sound at the end gets cut off. So you have ich, ni, san, shi, go, and then the same thing for number 6. Ruku is the normal sound. You might hear them say something like ruk. It just kind of cuts that off. Okay, again, that's just kind of going along with this slang. Sich, hach, kyu, ju. So those are 1 through 10. How I remember 1 through 5 is I think of an ichi ni, san, the sun, and then for the boys, they get kind of funny and they're like, okay, girls have cuties. So it's like she, go, right? Now, I typically wouldn't say that in front of the ladies during the class. So whatever fun way that you can come up with to remember how to count 1 through 10, go for it. Also, everybody will be getting a sheet that has all the terminology listed in English, Japanese, and then kind of how to pronounce it. Okay, so that is it for your first stripe, at least for the first half of it.